All right, test, test. Hey, everybody. We have a super sweet table here. We are playing fan factions on Fjords. We're streaming Terra Mystica. That's kind of the biggest news, though, right? It's been a while. But I am happy to be back in the Terra Mystica world a bit. All right. Gotta get things set. Stream announcements are out, and away we go. So now there's a million freaking factions we can select. Look at this screen. I've not done this yet, but what amazingness! All right, we're third seat for selection. We're playing Fjords, normal speed, normal mode Fjords, auctioning, variable turn order, mini expansions, no landscapes. I guess that makes sense. You probably can't play fan factions with landscapes because they don't have them. Okay, that makes sense. We do have a Fire and Ice final scoring tile. I should pay attention to that. Okay, so that's pretty sweet. Past tiles, we're missing ship scoring, we're missing big building, and we're missing the spade. No spade. So quite a few good useful past tiles are in. So a little bit iffy, weaker past tiles. Round one, we got spade and cult coins. Then we got big building, trading post, big building, temple, and trading post. So very built up. No rounds are really dwelling rounds. So that's also a little intriguing. The cult rewards are very split. A lot of late game coins, which makes building late trading posts a bit easier. So that's kind of useful to know. You can build a trading post or two here, turn them into big buildings and temples, and then build all 4 trading posts again because you'll have enough coins. But yeah, fighting for network will be interesting. We have wisps. Wisps, every time they build a trading post, they get a spade, and I don't even remember what their stinking stronghold is. We'll have to look. Prospectors can generate spades. They used to be called gold diggers until, for obvious reasons, we switched that, which is good. So those are some fun, interesting factions, certainly, to have thrown in. So brown and blue are in the game. And yeah, we have factions that kind of want to build up here. The only end factions that have inherent scoring. I've heard that the Jin are very good, and although we have a brown in. So I mean, brown and blue, I'd rather not throw in black to create a nice color wheel. I guess I'm picking like gray or red here and then letting fourth seat grab something. So I've also heard that conspirators are just kind of generically fine and good. Certainly could throw them in. We also could throw in a base game faction, but why would we throw in a base game faction? The answer is we wouldn't. We're not throwing in a base game faction. This is fan factions. We're gonna inject wildness. I'm not actually sure conspirators are the right choice. What are the red factions again? We have archivists and treasurers. Archivists are the weird ones. What are treasurers? Let's look at their board again quick. Oh no, treasurers are the weird ones. What the heck are the archivists? Oh, they're the ones that build bridges that count as power. I have no idea if that's useful or reasonable at all. They feel very boring. How good are bridges on this map for red? Actually, they're okay. Red wanting bridges on this map is actually totally reasonable, at least. Sure, we don't actually have to play these guys. We'll throw them in. Boom. We've done it. Whether or not it's good for us, we've done it. Terra Mystica, indeed, Patrick. It's Terra Mystica time. We still quasi sort of remember how to play this game. Only somewhat though. No, yeah. Again, I've obviously taken like a long break from Terra Mystica. Like I basically haven't played Terra Mystica for about 6 months. But then obviously at WBC I played a little, and that was kind of always my plan. My plan was to come really fresh at it. I also kind of wanted to wait till we actually had all the fan factions on BGA before really diving into them, because I thought it was a little weird. And I do think they're all on here now, right? I don't even know if that's true, to be fair. I think they're all here. It looked like they were all here. But anyhow, yeah, just taking a long break from Terra Mystica has actually been excellent. It's been really good. And now coming back at it, like, it feels fresh and exciting again, whereas I was getting a little tired out on it. So that's been good. It's been really good taking a step back. I plan to do some Terra Mystica and some Agricola going forward, plus some of whatever else. I actually really want to play more Navigador, but I don't know if streaming Navigador really works. Plus, I hate Yukata's interface, but outside that. And then we have the Orin. Good old classic Orin have been thrown in. I'm not sure anybody else is particularly culty. Let's look at these other boards quick. Oh, here's the other boards. Good, good. They're all available. Rinsevint's an excellent freaking programmer. Actually, like, doing all these quality of life updates, like, actually being able to see all the faction boards during the auction is so nice. Like, all this little stuff that he's helped is so appreciated. Anyhow, so yeah, if we ever get a spade with this faction, we take a priest. To actually spade, we have to spend 4 coins. And then we have a really expensive stronghold that generates a bunch of coins if other people have trading posts, which, I'm going to bid on them also, though. They seem good to generate your own things. Wisps, my understanding, are get annoyed because every time you build a trading post, you can't instantly build, which, with having a green faction in the game, does sound pretty awful. Having neighbors for wisps cannot be good news for them. Having no spades in the game and all the... Well, this generates spades and this generates spades, so the spade pressure shouldn't be that high on these factions, but they're going to want leech. I have Orin open temp ship and try to get double dig. Archivist open worker power and try to get double dig. Oh god, what are people's starting powers? I actually have to pay attention to that. Oh, archivists, architects, not archivist. Architects are totally getting double dig, so that's exciting. Yeah, okay, so architects get double dig in this setup. So architects start like here and get double dig, taking these yellows. Black starts here. Orange start here, black starts here, and wisps are here and are slightly crying about it all? I don't know. Anyhow, hey Heroic Logic, we are streaming Terra Mystica. Yukata is rough. Yeah, Yukata is a bit rough, right? Like, I don't know if it would make for a great stream, but gosh, I do want to play some more Navigador and like really explore it. So part of the problem is like the only way to like really play a game, in my opinion, is to like actually play it live repeatedly. I have 1 or 2 async going, but yeah. Hope I had a fun WBC. Yeah, I had a great WBC overall. I just posted my trip report to BGG, so if you're bored, you can read through way too many thoughts because as usual, I type way too freaking much. But yeah, it was a really good time and a good trip overall. I'm very glad I went. I didn't quite get the results I would have liked. I think obviously I'm never gonna actually get the results I would like, to be fair, because I'd like to win everything. But I had a pretty rough time. I got only 1 for 8 in semifinals. I mean, I made a lot of semifinals, which is great, but I really do think I'm a pretty dang strong player. I think I'm one of the stronger players in most of the games I was playing. So I think 1 for 8 in semifinals, well, even if there were 4-player games, even if I had equal odds, that's low. I think I had above equal odds, though. And so, yeah, like, I think my expectation should have been making, like, 2.4 final tables or something, like, if I'm trying to be real fair. So, a little bit sad to only make 1. But, anyhow, prospectors are brown. Prospectors are brown. Did I call them black? Whatever. Prospect. Oh, yeah, I have been calling them black. Good call. So there is no black on the map, sorry. So prospectors are starting here? Here, that's a good call. Actually, where are people starting? Prospectors are starting here, and then maybe architects are actually starting here and digging this, then this, and getting here. Ooh. Wait a sec. Prospectors are starting here, digging this, and then nobody cares about this hex or this hex in this matchup. Wait a sec. I'm bidding on these. Well, I'm getting tricked here. I'm getting tricked. This is clearly the line. Any laurels? Yeah. I mean, so again, to be clear, like I still got a plaque this week. Plaque is definitely part of my goal. I got a second in Through the Ages. That feels quite good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm a little sad about it because I had so many chances at first of that game, but it just didn't break my way at the end, which, I mean, happens, but glad I'm easing myself in against some easy. Yeah, correct. I tried to find some easy players and make it real smooth, and instead I'm here. But yeah. Look, it's more fun to play against great players. Honestly, it really is. Like, whatever. If I lose a bit more often, that's fine. Like, beating up on weaker players, whatever. I half debated joining Arena, but then I saw this table and I was like, wait a sec, why am I not just playing this table? And I don't have a good answer, and so I am playing this table. And yeah, I'm just going to keep bidding these architects because I am now convinced in the power of worker power or even temp ship architects. I mean, I guess Orin could take worker power, right? Orin don't have to take temp ship here. I kind of think Orin are going to take temp ship, but they don't have to. Regardless, double dig architects. Nobody wants the red hexes on this map. I do well on network. Oh, by the way, we never talked about. Oh God, wait a sec. What is this scoring? Number of structures direct. Oh wait, this is the classic scoring. What is this? Oh, stronghold and sanctuary difference. Okay, wait a sec. We have to think about this a little longer. We did not factor in stronghold and sanctuary distance. Okay, let's think about this. Do architects want to build their big buildings? Their sanctuary is at least 6 coins. Their big building, you can move a bridge. You gain 2 victory points. This is not a very good stronghold. So I maybe shouldn't be building them. How about these guys? This guy has an expensive sanctuary and a big stronghold. That's annoying. The Wisps are 100% building this stronghold, right? Oh, wait, no, they don't have to. Their stronghold's kind of iffy, but maybe. Orin are building a stronghold. Their sanctuary is annoying. Okay, this big building thing's going to be annoying. C3 architects also look fun. C3 architects with temp ship? Maybe. Wisp stronghold is bad. That's kind of what it looks like the more I was looking at it. I was like, I started to think about this, and I'm like, this looks bad. Yeah, I actually have no idea who's building a stronghold in Sanctuary. It's a really, really bad version of which is nice. Well, hey, if we're in this game, we might build it anyhow. The rounds tell us to build big buildings. Honestly, nobody really wants to build big. Orin want to build their stronghold, and the rest of these factions kind of look like they just might never want to build big buildings. But then the scoring says that you get a bunch of extra points if you have them at a good distance. So also, are Orin actually the worst faction here, everybody? Are Wisps better than Orin? This is Fjords. They're green. It can't be. Don't I want to move bridges around, though? No, I don't think I do. I think that's a pretty weak ability. Especially because reading the ability, it says that I can't... Oh, okay, well, it doesn't matter. We're playing Prospectors anyhow. But moving the bridges does not seem good to me. All right, we're actually playing the Prospectors, and we have no idea how to play the Prospectors. We need a lot of coins. Which our temple does make a coin, so that's good. Also, where are we starting? Where are we starting? Wisps are starting here. Architects are going to start here. If I start here, I'm getting cut off, but then I have to just ship. I'm probably starting here always, right? I actually don't have great leech with this faction. What was I thinking? Is this better? Blue will be here, maybe? No, blue's here. Blue's not going to join me. Because they're stupid wisps. They don't want neighbors. Oh, it's awful. I think I go here and hope that architects are friendly, but I don't know, team. This is dubious. We've done dubious things. How am I supposed to make this faction work? I gotta pay 4 coins for every spade? It's scary. Oh no, architects are not starting next to us. They're being rude. They were supposed to dig down through. Start next to me, Matt the Lesser. How is this not the play? Nobody cares about these hexes. I might take this hex away from you. Join me. Join me. All right, well, this is not a good start. That looks like an iffy placement for Fatty. I'll tell you, it's not the placements I was expecting thus far. I'll be right back. We have a bunch of rude dude placements all over. This looks absolutely awful for the Wisps, which admittedly I think the Wisps are probably sad about their choice of starting here now. I really do not understand picking this hex over this hex. I might take this hex away from, like, I will take this hex away from Architects now, right? But if they start here, they just get these hexes for sure. I don't think this actually makes sense. Who's taking this hex away from you? Whatever. I have to just start here now, right? I mean, I can always beat... Oh, wait, I can always beat Architects to this hex, at least. And then this hex, Orin are going to have to single dig. All right, let's start here and try to blitz through. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to... Whatever. This is fine. There is a world where I beat Architects to F4. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's true. So that's why he prefers to start here, because if he starts here, he can get cut off, and I can easily plow through. I can plow through here and here. Okay. I accept this. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate neighbor situation for me, although not clear where the leech is actually going to be, and I could just dig this as my first action. Yeah, I might be able to just dig this as my first action, but we'll see. I'm probably just taking 6 coins with this faction, right? I don't know. An iffy placement for the WC Gaia Project Champion of the World? Impossible. I mean, look, to be clear, nobody really knows what they're doing with fan factions, right? Like, we're all learning a little. Fjords has multiple starting locations that are probably viable. To be fair, I maybe am supposed to have started C7 this game. Like, maybe? Maybe this was correct. Also, how do prospectors actually earn priests to up their shipping? I need to get a second temple out early. I mean, I'm not sad about building 2 temples, don't get me wrong. I like 2 temple strats, but... Oh, I start with shitty power too. What is this? Although I get a power every time I dig. I mean, that's something at least. You liked C7, but this is pretty fine. Yeah, I think this is still fine. I have plenty of expansion, but... okay, with what's left, it seems like 6 coins is the clear-cut case for this faction. This faction loves coins. I use coins to dig. This is 1.5 spades. How is 1.5 spades a bad start tile? Answer, it can't be. I refuse to accept the concept that 1.5 spades could be a bad start tile. It's not clear I should be building a temple at all, but I get a favor tile. You think I should just open 2? Are these trading posts strong? Oh wait, this trading post makes 4 and 3 coins. Wait a second. We need to make our screen much bigger apparently. Did this thing say 4 coins? Oh my gosh, it does. Okay, well, yeah. Now we have to reconsider because I didn't know these things. Okay, yeah, why am I making a temple? Temples make 3 coins. Trading posts make way more coins. I've been convinced. It wasn't exactly hard to convince me. It was pay attention to your damn player board. Okay, so we're not making a temple. We're just doing... Wait, we start with 1 less worker? Whoa. Hold up. Whoa. Excuse me. What is this? Also, what is this? Fatty took single dig. Oh my god. The world is crazy. Okay, so I am just digging and building here, right? This is 100% the play. absolutely sure this is correct. I feel very good about that. Discovering the rules live, indeed. Um, poor Matt. Um, yeah, I mean, Matt is getting hit harder than I thought. I would not have expected Fatty to do that. Oh, and now Matt can't even double dig. Oh, that's so awkward. Matt has nowhere to actually put two spades because I just took his other spade spot. Oh, wow, did this game just go crazy. Okay. Matt can double dig c6. I mean, he can, but is that good for him? I mean, he might have to now. Like, I'm not sure we've given Matt other options, but yeah, this is like a terrible start for a lot of factions, and I'm at least pretty happy still. Now that I know that I have crappy workers, is my opening supposed to just be trading post plus two more dwellings? I think I am supposed to just go trading post and two more dwellings with these guys, right? Get a bunch of workers? I don't know. We'll see. I might just be going trading post to two more dwellings. I could still beat Matt to like this hex, or I just suck these hexes up. Also, leech. Give me the leech party. Okay, new question. Do I upgrade here and get more leech? I think the answer is yes. I have gaps on my board for dwellings? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What, what is this? Wait a second. So you're telling me my plan to open 4 dwellings on a trading post is futile because the 4th dwelling is garbage? Oh my gosh! Everything is melting before my eyes. Every plan is getting ruined. All right, I think I build this. Fatty says thanks for not killing his game flat out, which is totally fair because, yeah, it could have gone really ugly. I'm going to try to get more leech. Am I supposed to take a workers? Okay, anyhow, now that we've learned what our faction board actually is like, we might be able to play a somewhat reasonable game around that, but look at all these little intricacies. 4 coin trading post, we have gaps in our dwellings, like, oh, they're trying to confuse me. I have no idea what power action I want, by the way. Like, am I... Well, oh my god, wait a second. Prospectors also start triple earth? I'm getting 3 free coins for 0 effort? Oh my god, guys. Look at all these things I didn't realize that were so good for me. Take the coins action and pass on to the TP tile? I don't know. Is that good? I mean, the coins action clearly can't be bad, right? Like, coins action is essentially... It's almost a double dig. It's like a 4 power double dig. I mean, I guess it's a 5 power double dig. I have to spend 1 more power for 1 more coin. But coins power action does sound pretty good. Okay, apparently everybody thought Orin was going temp ship. Oh, Orin didn't go temp ship. Oh, lord. Okay. Alright, Matt is double digging. He's turning D2 away from green, which, yeah, Orin really were supposed to be on temp ship this game, you'd think, but whatever. You can't vouch for it being good. You haven't played that much fan factions. You think Prospectors are one of the better designed. I think that's fair. Prospectors are very unique and interesting, right? So, like, yeah, it's definitely fun to consider all the options here. Definitely is fun to consider all the options they have. Like, I also could take the priest and just throw it on Earth, right? Like, well, no, if I take the priest, Orin are going to send it to Earth. Probably. Yeah, Oren probably fight me on that, so I probably should just take the freaking coins. You think it was supposed to be his second, not his first? Yeah, I think I agree with that. I mean, I've been surprised by a lot of things, but I completely agree with you, right? You want to trick Oren into starting here, and then you can come here after. But by starting here, Oren got to clamp you, and it's all awkward. All right, that Priest to Earth thing totally is already done. Totally already done. So, you know, that dream gone. But that's okay. Is okay. What am I doing here, by the way? I'm just building one more dwelling this round and then passing, because the last dwelling doesn't really matter. Although I can get points for digging, so maybe... Well, or, oh, I could double dig and put the dwelling here and then later dwelling here. I don't even know if that's good, though. I might just want to dig to actually connect later. Do I want these coins? I feel like the answer is this faction wants as many coins as possible, and coin actions are contested, so let's take one and get it out of the way. A Terra Mystica stream, indeed relentless. It's happening again. I plan to play more Terra Mystica. I'm still going to play a lot of Agricola, don't get me wrong, but I don't get points for digging. Oh, Lord Deranged, you're right. I don't get points for digging. They're golden spades, not real spades. Oh my gosh. How was WBC? WBC was excellent. I had a really great time. I'm super glad I went. I had a really fun time. It's what I remember at the convention. I highly encourage people to come in future years. It's a really awesome time and place. But anyhow, I didn't quite get the result I wanted. That's the downside. I only got a second in Through the Ages. I kind of was hoping or expecting to make more final tables than one, but a little bit of bad play coupled with quite a lot of bad breaks. So it happens, but I'm a little sad about it still. But whatever. The good news is our break from Terra Mystica has made me actually re-energized to play Terra Mystica again. So yeah, taking like almost a 6-month break where I basically didn't play TM is really good because it's fresh and fun again. So how was the event I hosted? Yeah, so I GM'd Orleans. Orleans went pretty smoothly. No complaints there. Okay, where am I actually spading, by the way? I haven't actually planned this out. Am I supposed to double take... Am I supposed to take this blue hex, actually? Wait a sec. Wait just 1 second, team. Who's taking these hexes on me, really, right? I think I'm supposed to double dig this son of a gun and get here and just do this circle. Orin eventually build next to me, so I get leeched through this stretch. I'm going to have neighbors through this stretch. Alright. Is there a good reason to not take this sucker? I think the answer is not. Boom! We're doing it. It's ours. You can't stop us. We're sort of like Darklings like that. You can't stop us. Yeah, thanks, Heroic Logic. Correct. I wrote up all my WBC stuff for people that want to go read it. It was a good time. I cracked the whip on your play speed. There were murmurs of mutiny by long thinkers, but it worked in the end. Yeah, that was the main thing about Orleans. Orleans is like a 100-minute game in a 2-hour time block, so you do have to make sure people keep actually playing fast enough, which is kind of the hardest part. So yeah, you do kind of have to keep wandering around and yelling at people to play faster, but that worked. So, okay, we have a bunch of coins. That part's good. Oren have passed first and are opening double dig. I'm okay with that. I could come build this dwelling, I guess. And then I get a leech when this happens. Is this happening next round? Am I always doing this? Also, if I do that, what are wisps passing on to? Wisps are passing next. I think I'm happy with the trading post thing or the coins thing. Matt is definitely templing, right? Oh, wow, Matt is going for like a town. Wait a sec, I missed this. Matt built a bridge? Okay. Why did Matt build a bridge? Let's read this thing quick. As an action, we spend a priest to build a bridge. They count as a power towards the town. Oh, wow. Okay, so Matt is trying to town. How is Matt gonna town? How about we just, you know what? Why am I trying to figure it out? I'll just let him do it. He'll surprise me and do cool things. Um, okay, but so Matt is not passing. He has way too much stuff to do. So Fatty might pass. I'm okay with that. So then, do I want to build this hex next round? And I think the answer is yes. I feel like next round I'm supposed to just continue ignoring everything, and then this round, like, continue to get more worker income, build a bunch of dwellings, build another trading post, try to end with like 5 dwellings, 2 TPs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would need a 7th hex. It seems possible. It might be too much coins, but we're gonna try this. We're gonna claim this is good. Even though it doesn't produce, I think it's still good. Anyhow, you love what Matt is doing. The bridge is also a spade. Oh, the bridges are spades. That's right. Okay, that's what I didn't read far enough. That's right. That's right. When we transform and build over a bridge, they need 1 spade less. Oh, Lord. That is the whole point of the faction. Okay, this is cool. Yeah, he gets a free transform because he's building it. He's building it across the bridge, even though he could build next to it. Okay, okay. That's pretty sweet. Is he actually getting the town this round, though? He might not actually get the town this round, but he's going to get a very fast town this way, so that's cool. That's why they want to move the bridges. Yeah, so the stronghold's actually kind of a spade generator for them. Okay. I've caught up. I am now convinced that architects are actually reasonably good, and the bid for them made some sense. But, you know, I didn't do it, and whatever. Here we are. We are simply prospectors doing dubious. Oh, I can get a town next round too, though. Wait a sec. I can totally trading post build as part of my game plan of ending, and then I get an early town. I don't know what I want that town to be. I guess just a priest town, right? I struggle to make priest, and I eventually want a ship. I don't even want to say the words coin towns, but coin towns for these guys potentially is also the answer, but you didn't actually hear that from me. Also, we have to actually think about how we're making points this game, because I haven't said anything about the words of like, you know, I haven't actually mentioned the idea of, you know, a points favor or any real scoring plan. We certainly haven't at all discussed how we're building for sanctuary and stronghold scoring. Um or distance or whatever. But you know, or network. I'm probably supposed to win network the way I'm playing, but hell if I know. Orin have had a rough first round. Orin got Temple for Air 2 and no dwellings out. That looks bad. Wisps look like they had kind of their standard first round of what they wanted to do, but it doesn't feel particularly strong. Matt's position looks reasonably good. I feel like I also basically just achieved what prospectors want to do. Wow, nobody's. Oh, wait, Matt already has a town? Oh, God, the bridge counts as a power. What was I talking about? How he wasn't going to get this down? Oh, my God, of course he's getting his town. Holy smokes. I assume it's the round 1 cult town, right? The cult town comes with 2 coins. It comes with workers later. Like, this has got to be cult town, I think. But anyhow, this is crazy. Points favor, what's that? Yeah, stronghold next round. I did say the words coin town. You heard a ton of words you don't understand. That's fair. He built a trade post and that gets him to town. Correct. I forgot that the bridge counted for power for him because, again, I'm so freaking bad about actually reading the fan factions and internalizing what they're doing. But hey, here we are. Matt has a round 1 town. It's pretty cool, and he does take the cult town very expectedly, which is also pretty dang cool. So I'm making 11 coins. That feels good. I'm entering next round with a lot of potential spades still. Not that I really need them. But these guys are pretty sweet. I just have like as many spades as I want. He passes on to temp ship, so good. Yeah, temp ship does look stupidly good for Matt. Assuming he gets single dig. I still assume Orin are opening double dig, build here, build here. But I'm not sure wisps are single digging or not. And so if Matt gets single dig over here and then, yeah, gets to build, looks pretty sweet. You think Matt's town tile's in the wrong spot? Oh, you're right, because later he wants to move the bridge. Yeah, he's never going to be able to move this bridge. I see, you're right. He was supposed to put it here so that when he builds these and later turns this into a town, he can move the bridge to, like, do shenanigans. Good call. Good call, guys. These are the expert level plays that we don't have. What am I doing this round, by the way? I'm building 2 dwellings and a trading post. God, that feels pretty good. It looks like I have the resources to build 2 dwellings and a trading post. Would you look at that? Also, I can take another coins action. All right, team. Is there a good reason to not take this coins action? I never need to double dig with this faction, so screw 6 power, right? I'm taking this. Boom. It's done. More coins! Spam coins. Coins! Coins. Is there ever a good reason not to take coins? Not really. Anyhow, you think he can move the bridge. I don't think he can move the bridge based on what this says, right? You may not remove a bridge that would leave a town marker in an area that does not qualify for a town anymore. So that's what we're saying. This marker is in the wrong spot. If he had the marker in the right spot, he could move the bridge, but I don't think he's going to be able to ever move that bridge. Anyhow, people are fighting for air cult steps. They're going to get air workers. Cool, good on them. I'm not doing that stuff. That's not me. Fatty is probably taking a points favor like an actual good player. No, he's taking Earth 2. All right. We're all in it for the memes. Oh, I get a town this round, by the way. Did we talk about that already? I totally get this town. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this town thing. Towny town. If he would build C4 B5, he can though. Oh, okay. Yeah, that part's true. All right. Matt is taking Earth 1 because he is a good player and he's not gonna be waylaid. He's not taking single dig yet, but I guess that's because he doesn't think there's any pressure on it, which is probably true. With another bridge. Yeah, it does take another bridge though. Earth 2 is a great favor. You don't know about taking it the round after the Earth Coins event. And oh, there's a sanctuary involved though, and that's when we take our points favor. All right. And Fatty is also getting a pretty fast town. Good times. Good times. Towns for everybody. All right, team. What town are we taking? I could take a cult town and then use the cult step to get an air worker. That's actually not that bad of an idea. But I kind of like just taking a priest town. Take a priest town, send it to water, do a water step, and then get a priest back. Ooh, I like that even better. And then because priests are eventually coins too. I like the sound of this. I like the idea of priest town, priest to water. Yes, that is the plan. That is the new plan. What is this from? Oh, Matt's building next to me because I let him. Yeah, that makes sense. Congrats, buddy. To be clear, he's just overbuilding his town, though, right? I don't think he's moving this away, so whatever. He can feed me some leech. Is there any reason we're rushing out this town? Not particularly. It's just we can. It's kind of what we wanted to do anyhow. I've sucked up a lot of space in the center that's getting leech. I feel there's no real threat on this hex. There is some threat on this hex, but I can also take this hex to connect. So, I don't know. It just feels like a good thing to do. Maybe it's not a good thing to do, but I'm doing it. Boom. All right, our economy's pretty good here. We make 5 workers, 7 coins. We have 11 coins left over. Hilarious. Oh my god, we can dig through anything. Maybe maybe I shouldn't have built up all these all these coins. Maybe I should actually build temples, huh? Oh boy. No! Our priest to water plan got beat. When did that happen? When did this priest come from? Was I not paying attention? Oh, he took a priest power action. That would explain it. Well, okay. That makes the priest a good bit worse, to be honest. That really... I guess I take the priest to fire, and I later get fire workers? Sure, that's not that bad. It's worse than the original plan, but whatever. Whatever. It's what's happening. I will cult step up fire, and then I would pass for the TP tile, but I probably won't be allowed to do it. So this line is looking a little iffy, but hey, we're not planning it that much. Just have to take water 1 or water 2. I don't think getting the whatever back is that good. All right, Matt unfortunately is going for the hex, so we are getting cut off pretty badly. So that's unfortunate. That part's not ideal, but you know, again, we've done things. We've done things. But yeah, losing that hex to Matt's not a good look. Not a good look for us. Not the right look. Preferably the latter. I don't think this is a water 2 game for me, George. I'm sorry. I don't think that's the plan, though. Don't think that can be the plan. All right. We might still get the trading post tile, but I don't know if Oren have anything left to do here, unfortunately. Yeah, Oren probably take the trading post tile, which means I take 2 coins and a dwelling tile, which is like fine. Or I just take the stupid priest, because priests are hard to get. But yeah, passing last turned out bad. I should not have done this priest thing. Yeah, I regret these things, but hey, we don't play much anymore, so whatever. We make questionable choices. All right, 2 coins and a dwelling. Scoring is useful, but a priest continues to be pretty good for a faction that continues to not actually make priests. I think I'm sold on that argument. Yeah, never getting to these hexes is bad for me, but I guess I'm going to try to get over to these hexes, but gosh, I need to get to 2 shipping, like, real fast. You, like, temp ship can get started on another town in the southeast. You like going, oh, I temp ship down over here. But I have no neighbors over here for trading posts, which sucks. But I hear you on temp ship. But I eventually need actual shipping. What am I doing next round? Am I actually just building trading posts next round and saving temples for this round? Is that line absolutely ludicrous? What if I just build trading post, and like 2 more dwellings next round? I guess building dwellings means I do want them over here. Temp ship to E9. So temp ship to E9 requires me getting another freaking priest. I guess I take a priest power action and then I get up to E9. And then I take E10, B6, C7 next round. Okay, I do kind of like that. Okay, I think I'm kind of sold on the temp ship thing, but now we need to do more conversions. Because we make too much power. Alright. We'll do some expansion. We'll do some expansion. Oh, we also have way less workers than I want. Way less workers than I want for this dream. This faction needs way too many workers. Alright. So the real dream is build 2 trading posts, 2 dwellings, right? 2 trading posts, 2 dwellings would be the best play here, but I'm 1 worker short of that. That does kind of seem like a lot of coins. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of issues here. There are issues here. But that's alright. We're playing a faction and we're learning about the issues. Learning about the issues. We're going to try to put a sanctuary over here and eventually put a stronghold up over here. That's part of the game plan, at least. We're going to just build all of our temples in that round, which still seems a little nuts, but that's what we're going to do. Probably should have thought more about worker towns for this faction, actually, but meh. We didn't do that. Am I taking a priest here, by the way, so I can temp ship over here? Also, am I just building 3 dwellings and a trading post? Maybe I don't build the other trading post this round. I do think I'm taking the priest and going ship in. I think that is the plan. I think that's a good plan. Yeah, this faction can't really play cults well. This is interesting. You shouldn't have doubted Matt here. He's the best fan faction player in the game. Nice. Well, that's good. That's good for Matt. Good for Matt. All right. Also, we're going to steal this from Matt if he's not being careful. I am going to advance ship for my next move, and I absolutely will steal this from Matt if he's not careful. Now, as Deranged just said, we're not actually going to doubt Matt here. I mean, Matt is going to see this coming, and he's prepared. Although, is he prepared? What's he going to do? He's going to hard dig? I mean, he almost has to hard dig, right? I mean, I guess hard dig, it doesn't look that bad for him, but it's got to be a little annoying to hard dig. All right, Fatty takes a worker town. So pressure on the worker town from the Earth 2 player. Also, Fatty has 63 victory points. That's a little bit of a concern. All right, Matt did not miss that we could get there. He's a good player, and he didn't miss the obvious. I will start looping around. I really, should consider building Earth 1 or something at some point, but screw that. Oh, I talked about building a sanctuary next round. That does mean I have to build a temple and then a sanctuary. Yikes, I have very big worker dreams. So many workers needed. This poor faction with these empty dwellings. So many missing workers. I do think I'm only building one more trading post. This last trading post kind of sucks anyhow, right? Yeah, 2 power and a coin. Who cares about that thing? Who cares about that thing? Not I. Not I is the answer. We're getting fed leech. I accept. Give me leech. Leech, leech, leech. Grab a worker's action. Oh, hey, I could take a worker's action. Is that... No, that does feel pretty good, doesn't it? All right. Sold. Sold. Somebody's talking about cool towns. Matt's claiming he has a cool town. I think that's probably true. Feels more or less true. I'm not sure that we've particularly played this faction how they're supposed to be played. But what does it matter? We're playing the faction in a way that's fun, maybe? Anup's worker econ. Oh wow, yeah, he's making 2 workers now. Yeah, I mean the Orin are in a weird game state. Orin are doing weird game state stuff, but that's fine. Matt can now move this bridge later. He's set it up. He can do it. I still am not actually doing good on the whole point scoring thing, but again, when have I worried about points? Build an econ and score it later, but to be fair, elite level Terra Mystica turning econ into points is actually like kind of a tricky skill, and I don't actually know how this faction's gonna do it. But yeah, again, you know, we're having fun. We're playing fan factions. We're moving around. We're doing stuff. I'm not even fully paying attention to my other opponents' games. If this was the easy Ninja Terra Mystic I wanted again, this is the wrong life choice. Looking at Matt's board, it looks, you know, pretty good. He has a temple, a bunch of trading posts, and quite a few dwellings out. That seems strong. Matt also has excellent expansion rooms still. Matt's future expansion looks very good. So none of that is good news. Oren's game looks very rough to me. I mean, they have 54 points, but their economy, I guess their economy is okay, but it's not great. Their cult position, I guess, is pretty good. Yeah, Oren's game's probably fine. Wisp's game is also fine. What do I really know? Okay, I said I was going to build more dwellings. I think that's a good plan. I think using our temp ship to kind of at least to get up to this hex, using our temp ship this round, I think is very important. I think getting here so that I can dig these later is very important. And I think once I get these hexes, I don't think Matt actually beats me to this in any real sane world. So I think I get another town right through here. I have a couple things for network through here. I get a sanctuary town through here, and I try to connect it all up is the game plan at this point. So game plan, sanctuary town, well, and we have to build another hex anyhow, but sanctuary goes way over in this corner. Stronghold will go up over here. We'll try to do well on the endgame scorings as a path to earning points. We'll try to hit the track reasonably well, and we'll try to get something like Air 1, Earth 1 next round. I mean, the Earth 1 is still very available next round, although I have so many dwellings out. Maybe it's still just Water 1. I don't know. I don't know, team. The good news is all the point scoring favors are still just hanging out for us, so we can take them at our leisure. All right, this trading post is a no-brainer. We should do that. I also could temple, huh? Temple is... I need to make my screen bigger to actually read these numbers. The temple is 3 coins. This trading post is 2 coins, 2 power. So, I mean, the temple here is actually pretty viable, actually. So I could consider that. I want to put the temple over here because I want a sanctuary here next round. Do I want to give Oren power? Do I just give Matt alone power? Oren might actually... I'm upgrading a lot, though. God, I mean, it's 3 for 2s. Matt does want them. Oren... Alright, let's just give Matt crazy leeches. Alright, I have exactly the resources. Oh my gosh, Lumen! The raid! Welcome! You kind of wanted Anup to just build the 4th TP and say goodbye to workers. Yeah, it would have been fun. Anyhow, Lumen, I hope the Agricola went well. Thanks for joining us. I want the most distance. Oh, that's a good point, George. I should really have just focused on the distance. Yes, the endgame scoring. You guys are all correct. I talked repeatedly about it, and then I forgot about it instantly. Okay, I do think I'm supposed to temple here, right? The temple is not... It really doesn't change my income. It turns 2 power of income into a coin, which is, like, totally fine. And it means that I actually can, like, just take Air 1 right now. And then next round, I Sanctuary for Earth 1 or Water 1. I mean... Tell me how that's not good. All right, first favor Air 1. That's, you know, that's how it's supposed to be, right? That's how you want your games to be. Oh, and we get to pass on to 6 coins. Our opponents are being too kind to us. I mean, econ wise, again, points wise, you know, maybe we could argue that I have problems, but I love the look of the 6 coins here. Boom. 1.5 more spades secured. Who could have ever foreseen us going crazy econ? Who would have ever predicted this? Almost unpredictable, really. Next round is we build a sanctuary and then we pass. Although there's no pass tile that we want because the point scoring things are gone, so that's annoying. Oh hey, Anup just told me that I actually need to build these dwellings, which is a problem. Oh no, we're getting cut off, team. We're getting cut off? That's not good. That's actually totally unacceptable. That's a problem. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Yeah, that's actually very awkward. Because I don't have an easy... Whoa, 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 whoa. Anup opens workers instead of double dig or coins? Hold on, buddy. Hold on. What? What is this? How is that not... I guess oh, he has nowhere to double dig. I see. Okay, I don't know what's happening here, but okay. Huge mistake there from Anup. I agree. Taking workers is crazy. I mean, he doesn't actually have anywhere to double dig, I'll grant. But again, that feels like an earlier mistake then. Like, why do we have so many priests on the cults instead of already having a shipping? Like, I agree. I think Anup's like put this Orin game very off track. But I think I absolutely have to fight for this hex. I don't think I can let this hex go to anybody else. So I think my first move is dig and build here. And then I can turn this black, I think. This is 6 coins, 8 God, I actually don't know if I have enough coins. Any chance I get a coins power action? Seems improbable. But yeah, I kind of need to turn this round. I think am I supposed to take Earth 1 or Water 1? I guess I'm supposed to take Earth 1, right? I can try to take Water 1 next round with the Temple event. Yeah. So I take Earth 1. So then I should actually try to put off building this dwelling because I'm a greedy bastard? That might be true. It might be. Wow, Fatty does not take the coins. Matt can take coins here. Matt probably takes coins because he's a good player. I don't know. Everything's wild. But if Matt doesn't take coins, I snap coins. Matt maybe wants to double dig? Nope, he wants coins. Well, that's sad. That's a crazy gift to Matt, I think. I think that's a kind of crazy gift to Matt, but whatever. I mean, deranged. The real question is, how is Anup actually beating me to this hex? Is he actually gonna hard dig and build, hard dig and build? I mean, that's not happening, right? This hex is not actually under immediate threats. Like, what is happening here? Like, I guess it's gonna be get some power from cults and still double dig. I'm gonna greet. Oh wow, and wisps are here. Whoa. Okay, wait a sec. Wait 1 sec. I missed that the wisps joined me, which is why I got power. Okay, so wisps are looking at double digging this after I give them sanctuary, and then they do beat me here. Oh lord, wisps got there off the stronghold. Their stronghold lets them fly, but we have all sorts of problems here, team. If I actually build my sanctuary this round, I do think I get cut off most of the time. I think wisps are gonna beat me here. Okay. So the other problem is I don't have a free dwelling though, and I don't think I can actually fight this, unfortunately. I think I'm getting cut off in ways I didn't expect. I did not foresee these things, and I think they're gonna just cause me pain, but I think I'm gonna just let them happen, which is probably the wrong answer, but I think it's really awkward for me to fight them in sane ways. So originally I was trying to, but now I think I might have to accept it's disconnected, which means I'm also giving up on the other scoring, which really means I'm just losing the game. But I kind of think I'm losing the game anyhow. I don't have many points. I need to play greedy, and unfortunately I did not see my opponents moving in. I did not foresee Anup trying to make this town. I forgot that he got cult digs, but I'm really more annoyed that Anup isn't like expanding anywhere I thought he was gonna be. But whatever. I'm getting completely built in by everybody fighting for this zone. Wisps could go up here, by the way. Wisps could have gone up here, but they chose violence, which is also fair because the violence is gonna work. I can't fight it, but down convert. Coins are digs? I don't understand how you guys think I can make it. I don't have a dwell-in. What am I going to do? I'm going to turn it black, or I'm going to turn it brown, and then wisps are going to fight me anyhow? Like, what? Lay out the exact argument for what you want me to do. I dig and build, and then I stare at this hex. I can't build on it. I can dig it. Yeah, no dwellings. I can't build this hex this round. That's the problem. Like, that's why I said I had to get greedy. I still think I had to get greedy. I mean, Fatty can double dig, and he will beat me to that hex, and it's annoying. But I don't know if there's any real answer for what I can or should do about it. Which sucks, because it's very much game losing for me. But, you know, you lose some. Some games you lose. Oh, wow. Fatty doesn't build, though. Well, that's a mistake. Fatty prioritizes this hex, which actually maybe he has to. But I definitely will turn this black, and then hopefully... Well, God, again, I can't build on it for a while. It's going to be very awkward for several of us. Just dig the gray into a yellow? Fight the orange instead? Actually, that might be more sensible. Well, wait, no, the gray into a yellow? Oh, God, with what coins? A triple dig doesn't feel within my power. Orin can just single dig? Yeah, I mean, Orin should probably single dig it, although maybe they shouldn't. Like, Anna probably should realize that this is lost cause, right? You think turning the blue to black is fine? I agree. I think turning this to black totally works, right? Fatty doesn't have the resources. I think I can turn this black, and then next round, the awkward thing is I probably have to trading post and then dwelling, even though I'd really not... I don't really want to build a trading post next round. It's the slightly awkward thing, but it's fine. This is all kinds of crazy. I agree with that. Everybody has chosen violence except against Matt, really. Matt's got to expand where he wants, and the rest of us have picked violence. Wow, Anup is not taking this hex either, though, because he doesn't have resources and he needs his stronghold. Okay. All right. This is just wild. Everything's just freaking wild. Absolutely freaking wild. Matt got arguably wrecked with Fatty's very first action, to be honest. Well, that's true. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair to range. You're right. Matt did get cut off where he wanted. Matt has not been completely left alone. This game has been violent. He rebounded hilariously well. Yeah, Matt did do some really smart things to rebound, so it's fair. I just did not see Fatty coming down here and fighting this. Like, Orin could have prioritized these hexes, right? Orin absolutely could have prioritized these hexes, and then Fatty is sad about being here. Instead, like, am I going to be the only person happy about being down here? Like, this is just crazy. Like, 3 of us are fighting for the same space, and only one of us is actually going to be happy. There's no world where... I don't even think there's a world where 2 of us are happy. So it just seems crazy for Fatty to have flown here instead of up over here. I mean, again, Fatty doesn't have neighbors up here, so I guess that's annoying. But, like, Matt clearly is coming here eventually, and then you have neighbors. And these hexes are totally uncontested. But whatever. We've chosen violence. Orin don't need that blue. They just need a bridge to I6. You actually am coming slowly around on what Orin are doing. Okay, I see what you're saying. Orin are going to bridge here, and that's their game plan. That feels okay. All right, good news. Fatty is passing. The trading post tile is open. I probably just pass here then, right? I probably just pass here. Fatty can't... Well, Fatty could take coins next round. He didn't take them this round. Fatty not taking coins this round, and then if he winds up opening next round with coins, I guess he needed the double dig. I pass for the trading post tile right now. Nobody's beating me to this hex instantly. Next round, I just open trading post and then dwelling and suck it up that that's what I have to do. And then I build some temples. That's probably fine. Yeah, that feels fine, right? Can't Fatty fly to that hex? No, Fatty's thing is one-time flying. He already built it. Wisps are kind of sad. Wisps can only do that thing once, so... Yeah, it's once per game. You build that stronghold and it just insta happens. So yeah, it's funky. This hex god cost me so many coins still too. I forgot. Oh god, we might have to coin town, folks, unless we get the coins action, which we probably don't. Am I getting any more leech this round? Is what I'm trying to debate, but I probably don't. But at the same time, converting one more power to another coin doesn't really matter. Nah, I could. All right, we'll just do this. We'll just do this. We need so many coins still. I need so many coins. Hilarious number of coins for all this. Hey there, Simon. To be fair, I have a very expensive game plan, I guess. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wanted to build 2 temples, but building 2 temples next round is probably crazy. I'm probably supposed to just settle for 1 temple, because I still want to build this stronghold because of the distance scoring, and in order to actually make this town. So trying to end the game with stronghold sanction, I'm trying to end the game with only two temples on my board, right? That's expensive. Coin Town seems strong for prospectors. Kind of. I see prospectors make a lot of coins though, right? And I feel like, well, at least the way I'm playing them, I feel like I need points. But I mean, Coin Town can't be that bad. But I mean, I'm also 3 towning, so like it's probably okay. But don't forget the stronghold action. That's true. The stronghold action comes with a lot of coins in the last round. That's true, actually. I built the stronghold cost me 11 coins, but it's gonna give me like nearly 11 coins back. So that's actually is pretty helpful. Okay. That part is good news. The follow-up news is I need a shit ton of workers. I still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full slot of trading posts is another 8, so 14, and I need 18 workers, which is close to what I'm going to have, but only very close. Stronghold reduces gold and spade cost? Whoa, wait, what? Oh, gold and spades are only 3 coins if I build this thing. Oh, would you look at that? Well, that's cool. Was I supposed to build a stronghold this round instead of a sanctuary? I guess there's not that many trading posts left on the board, but oh god, there's a decent number, right? There's like 6 trading posts on the board. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. Anap has just said that he has no idea what he's doing throughout this game. Anyhow, Matt moving a bridge to make another town is pretty sweet. Like this town was ready, so he moved the bridge, and then this became a town. That's pretty cool from Matt. You think Stronghold would have been very good? Yeah, I'm warming up to. I was actually probably supposed to build a Stronghold. It's a little annoying because I didn't put a Stronghold in the right spot. Although it turns out this should have just been a Stronghold town. Is actually the new answer, right? I probably was supposed to ignore building that temple and like yeah, I'm missing out on like a couple. I'm missing out on some more scoring opportunities, but just building a Stronghold in round 4 might have been better. There are a fair amount of early, correct? There was. There's been a lot on the board already. And there still are, again, like there's quite a few on the board. So yeah, like earlier Stronghold would have been quite good. But again, we play, we learn. Here we are learning. We're making mistakes, but that's what happens. Fatty, give us the coins. Be a bro. Be a bro, Fatty. Trading houses everywhere. You guys are gonna annoy me. You're actually using TH trading houses. How dare you? How dare you? Thanks, Weber. I knew I could count on you. Would be hilarious if Fatty gave us the coins by hard digging the green. I mean, yeah. I mean, I am scared about that, to be fair. Like, I don't really know what Fatty's up to. Um, but it's definitely concerning. I know what Matt's up to. Matt is up to winning. Matt looks like he's just winning. He's building a third town over here using bridge shenanigans with architects. Matt's doing good architecty things. Can a mod ban another mod? Asking for friends. All right. Fatty did give us the coins by single digging. Okay. So, new question, team. Are we comfortable getting cut off? Are we comfortable getting cut off? Uh, 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 awkward. I mean, getting cut off is losing, but we're losing anyhow, right? We're losing anyhow. Part of the problem is I can't take the hex, too, to be clear. I have no dwellings. This is part of the problem. Like, I can dig the hex, but I can't build on it. Dig to brown. I can do that, but then I have no coins to do anything else. When in doubt, take the coins. I agree. We're getting greedy. We're taking the coins. Screw all the other things that are about to happen. I mean, we're going to get cut off. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, but meh. Cointown. I understand Cointown helps Weber, but meh. I'm going to go with the meh theory of everything sucks. This is going to hurt. Oh, everything's going to hurt. Yeah. Fatty's actually getting his town space. I mean, I can't believe I allowed it, but snip save us. I don't know what snip saves us is, but Anup. Oh, yeah, I mean, he didn't actually take this gray hex, but God, that's a triple dig. Can I afford this gray hex? If I lose this hex, I lose the game, but met coins. I mean, Weber, I think if I force take that hex, I also lose, right? I think I have to get greedy. That's what I'm trying to get at. I think I need both the hex and the coins to win. So I definitely cannot get the coins later. So I take the coins now and we see if we get lucky as shit about getting a hex. Anup opened ship advance because he wants to double dig. So the real question, if I turn this red, does he just fight us back? Taking coins is more important than winning. Thank you. I could just triple dig this to brown, right? If I triple dig this to brown, does Anup take the message? I think the answer is yes. I think triple digging this to brown probably works. Fatty will not fight me for the hex. He doesn't really have the resources to mess around with the brown, and he's happy somewhere else. Spending 4 extra coins to get 3 free coins from the power action. I'm not even sure that's true, though, right? The problem here, guys, is even if I double dug this, I turn it to brown, let's say. Wisps upgrade and turn it to black. And what do I do about that? I still have to trading post? Like, Fatty could still have fought me for it. I'm not sure it works. Also, Simon is right that I get points and power back on this. Anyhow, though, like, I really don't know if double digging this to brown even works against Fatty and Wisps here. Fatty can, like, I don't know. He gets spades when he upgrades. He has extra workers. I don't know what else he plans to do. Maybe it would have worked. I think I'm supposed to triple dig this now. I mean, regardless, maybe I made a mistake, but this is the right move. I mean, it might all fail. Anip might just fight us, and we might just all be super mad at each other, but we'll see. I think the most reasonable course from here is that Anip goes and does other things, accepts that he doesn't get a stronghold town, because the stronghold town requires a bridge and 4 spades. And I think Fatty just happily goes over here and makes his towns, and Anip is the one that's sad, but you didn't realize that we were so limited on dwellings. Oh yeah, we have dwelling problems. We have dwelling problems. Makes our temp ship a lot sadder. Well, that's why I was dubious about temp ship at the time. I was dubious about it, but I did it anyhow. But I probably shouldn't have. But whatever. Again, we've made mistakes this game. Anup is also saying he really doesn't know his right move here. Oh my god, he still does it. That's insanity to me. That's insanity. This is overvaluing a town by a million freaking times. Okay. I mean, I guess to be fair, it makes some sense for him, but yeah, okay. I was supposed to just cut my losses. I thought for sure he would go somewhere else, but he knows that cutting me off means that he has better chances on distance scoring and network, so be it. He did this to both. Yeah, he did do this to both of us. But yeah, this is a game where now I just want to play as fast as possible because fuck this game. Like everybody fighting so much for space and Anup not just securing that earlier is really annoying. Like this was so bad for both of us. Okay, we're building a temple because we should have done that first, and we're mad and we're all sorts of distracted on what we're supposed to have been doing. But we should have taken water one first, but because we don't actually need the dwelling anymore, so we did things backwards. But whatever. Whatever, we did things backwards. It doesn't matter. We've lost in all worlds. I mean, this is very losing. So whatever. You guys, maybe I'm supposed to have just double dug this, and maybe Fatty lets me through, but Fatty might also decide that cutting me off and not letting me contest network and distance scoring is right. Like I really don't know if double digging this works either. And I guess triple digging this didn't work, so that's how she goes. Yeah, whatever. It's how she goes. Who is Barbertone Sax? I have no idea. I have no idea. We do have all the point scoring favors, everybody. We've become that much of a chump. That is what we've evolved into. I'm going to pass for the dwelling scoring tile because there's not exactly anything else for me to be doing this round. Yeah, there's really nothing else for me to be doing this round that makes much sense, right? I'm going to go with a big fat no, nothing else left to do that makes sense. We pass for a dwelling scoring tile and another coins action. Yes, yes we do. Yep. All right. Okay, and we play things out from here. The dream is that what? I build trading post, stronghold trading post. That's 10 workers, and then I need 3 dwellings. That's 13 workers. I'm 1 short. I don't need to advance ship anymore though, so this priest can just be a worker. I'm getting another priest anyhow if I actually want to connect. Oh, I don't even need to build trading. Wait, I don't need to build stronghold anymore. Wait a sec. Stronghold doesn't make any sense to build anymore. I should just build another temple and take like fire 3. The stronghold doesn't make more sense than just building a temple trading post again. So well, except I need a trading post over here. No, I temple for fire 2. I can just temple for fire 2 now. I go trading post, temple, fire 2, trading, whatever, yeah. Yeah, so I just do some of that. Nobody should be caring about any of these hexes. I'm clearly last, so nobody should mess with that at least. So, yeah. Yeah, hey Raphael, it is Fan Factions. We wound up getting totally wrecked here. I decided Anup was not going to triple dig this hex because he had more important things to do, and Anup said, no, I don't have more important things to do. I am going to triple dig this hex and go for this town. Sure, Anup could have just gone for building a town over here for, no bridge and similar number of digs, but comes with more hexes. But why would we do that? Why would we do that when we can instead take me out of the game? I mean, again, to be fair, taking me out of the game maybe was worthwhile, but again, I have the least points, so like letting me contest some of the endgame scoring feels reasonable, but Anup does get more points by doing this, so it's probably fine. Anup at least has some post game, but I mean, Anup's not winning network at all. Is Anup even getting a better network than I am if I connect? I suppose he probably is, but I don't know. I'm very dubious about his decision, but it is aesthetic, Patrick. That part's true. We definitely did get encased. And again, to be fair, it's partly our own damn fault. Like, I should not have built G3 earlier this game. Like, why? This black hex really wasn't under fight. I should have built this, and I would have had better tempo on reaching these hexes. I really never actually needed this hex in hindsight, too, right? So, I mean, there's obvious mistakes on my part of if I just build this, I would have been better prepared to just build here, and that would have solved a hell of a lot of issues, too, right? Like, I would have been ready to just triple dig and build this, actually, it turns out. So, I mean, obvious errors on my part, too, but God, I really thought the read of triple digging was fine. I really did not expect to get wrecked there. I did not think it was in Anup's interest to do that, and I still am very dubious that it was, but hey, we at least took 4 coin actions this game. That part's cool. They're talking like Matt is, I don't know, is Matt trying for another town? I don't know exactly what they're blabbing about here, but Matt is at 2 shipping, so I should probably pay attention to this hex. So that's a thought. Orin triple dug? Oh, Orin definitely triple dug H6 last round, yes. Fatty looks like a pretty nice spot. Matt also seems pretty strong. I feel like Matt's actually in the best spot. I'd be slightly surprised if Matt's not actually in the best spot, but I could be wrong. But I mean, I guess Fatty has a pass tile. I just know Matt actually has some cults, and Matt is almost certainly winning network. But maybe Fatty's actually winning network? No way Fatty's actually winning network, right? Matt's winning network. He's gonna do well. Is he actually building a sanctuary? I guess is the question. Is Matt gonna build a sanctuary here and win distance scoring? I think the answer is yes. I think Matt wins both endgame scorings here. And he gets another town, and he has Earth 1, Water 1 while he builds everything. Fatty has a points lead, and Fatty is getting 2 more towns. All right, Fatty does also look very good. Anup and I feel like we've killed each other. Like, Anup has 89 points and 1,000,000 gold, but has no freaking network. But whatever. I would have obviously much preferred to watch Oren build a town over here instead of triple digging this and needing a bridge. But that's not what happened. What am I saying I'm doing? I'm building trading posts and then I'm digging and building dwellings. That seems very reasonable. Let's just secure our town space because we have nothing else to be doing either. These are what we need to do. Also, do I actually wait a sec? Can I afford all this shit? Can I afford all this shit, everybody? I don't think I can. Can I take that hex first? I don't know. Gold, who am I? Claybo? I don't know. Anup has enough to take double spade for that red. I mean, if Anup takes that red on me, like, he can fuck all the way off? Like, why is Anup taking that red? I'm not going to be that paranoid. Like, I mean, for what godforsaken reason is he taking that red? Like, there is no world where Anup takes that red and hits me. Like, I'm clearly in last. Like, if he wants to take it, fine. He can continue bashing me, but, like, Anup's gonna at least build dwellings here for network. He has Earth 1 for crying out loud. Anup took Earth 1 this game? What is this? What is this? Am I going Stronghold? No, no Stronghold. Who knows? It's technically a thing you can do. Okay, well, see, again, deranged. People can do lots of things, but you can at least assume that they're going to be remotely reasonable. Like, Anup is a strong enough player. He's not doing completely insane things. Again, I don't agree with the triple dig, obviously, but, like, it wasn't that nuts. I've listed, like, the positives. There were reasons to do it. I just wished that he valued it differently, but... okay. I need 12 coins for these hexes. I need 6 coins to build the dwellings. That's 18. I need another trading post is 21, and I need a temple is 26. I am 7 short, which sounds suspiciously like this coin town. Which there is only one of those left. But, well, do I just fire 2? Do I fire 2 a coin town out? Gross. Oh, I get 3 power from digging. That's true. So do I actually need a coin town? Oh, actually, the towns kind of suck anyhow. I guess I just fire 2 for a coin town, and then I figure out the rest in a sec. Matt still's not at triple ship. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. All the good towns are gone already. All the priest town and cult towns are gone. It's like I'm playing good opponents. It's like I'm playing good opponents. Well, I'm going to bleed some more Elo in this game, too. But my Elo has been suffering in Terra Mystica for a while because I don't play enough. In the couple of games I keep playing, I'm making obvious, like, errors in hindsight, right? Like, I mean, this game, I still made obvious errors here, too. Like, again, like, again, I'm supposed to have just built this and gone for these. I never actually needed to dig and build this hex. So, like, I got a little extra leech from this, which is cool, but this was clear. Like, in hindsight, this is clearly the play and giving me tempo on this. The earlier stronghold's a really interesting idea that we could have pursued, too. Although, really, I think it is just we got cut off, right? If I don't get cut off and I do get to build this hex... maybe this game was still fine, right? If I get to build this hex and actually connect, I end this game at, like, after passing, I'm at, like, 100, and then I probably win both things, so I get like a 136 plus a couple cults, I get like a 140. I mean, it still probably is losing. I think these players are probably pushing 150, but at least I had a competitive game plan, even with what I did. It's just I just thought that triple dig was gonna work, and it didn't. Now again, I still should have just dug to this sooner because the general game plan of what I've done, like trying to build toward 3 town and just build a lot of early economy and figure out points later, that mostly has worked. I've been able to get point favors even relatively late, and now I'm making a bunch of points while I'm doing stuff. Um, but yeah, yeah. Why did I build all dwellings round 4? Because I was securing space. Is it legal for architects to move the D2 C4 bridge to D2 E5? No, it is not, because this is no longer a legal town once you move this bridge. So this bridge is locked. Anyhow, the reason that I built dwellings in round 4, maybe it was round 3, is because I had temp ship and I needed to actually leverage temp ship. So I mean, another thing is taking the temp ship could have been wrong. I was definitely slightly talked into it by chat. Although I kind of liked the idea, my instinct was to take a priest and actually just manually advance ship. And maybe that's better. Maybe I shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't have pushed up into this zone as early as I did. And admittedly, pushing up into these hexes, I thought I had to fight for territory, but like Matt clearly was not coming for these hexes, nor was Oren or anybody. But I think it's a little hard to know at the time I chose to temp ship and expand that Wisps, Oren, and Architects were not going to expand up into this region. So, I mean, it turns out in hindsight that's kind of a bad call, but if it moves to D2 to E5, it's still legally a town. You're just doubling up on town tiles. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I think, yes, you can move, I see, yeah. Sorry, you can move the bridge that way. I think that is correct, yes. Sorry, I see what you were asking now. I think that, yeah, I do think that's legally allowed. You thought building the dwellings was good. It turns out they lost me hex tempo. Yeah, it turns well. I guess it does turn out there was way more pressure over here than I thought too. I did not anticipate Orin trying to force a town through here. If I'm Orin, I was happy just taking this hex, connecting, and building my town here safely with no bridges and no fighting for hexes. I think Orin have made very dubious plays in how much they built up and how little they expanded. I think Orin made dubious plays from round 1 by not just taking temp ship. You have a 4 dig town over here, and instead you picked a 4 dig and a bridge town that gave you awkward tempo. Like, I mean, bleh. Admittedly, turns out you don't have great neighbors over here because I didn't expand over here and Matt didn't expand over here. So I guess maybe this still did turn out better, but it certainly is an interesting choice. Fatty forcing his way through here also left Fatty with some interesting choices. Like he couldn't take coins to open round 5 and he had to settle for a coin town. And instead, Fatty could just be up in here. And it's not at all clear to me Fatty's better off down here than up here. Like, but, Fatty chose that. So, ask Matt to do it for science. That'd be interesting because you could sneak out extra towns. I can try to ask him about it in a sec, sorry. So anyhow, whatever. Again, I almost certainly made some mistakes this game, so I probably wasn't really going to win it anyhow. But definitely think we can also argue that my opponents picked very antagonistic lines that might not even have actually been optimal for them. So that's a little frustrating because, yeah, I think Wisps flying up here I think Wisp flying up here means Fatty gets a coins action and maybe doesn't have to settle for a coins town and can settle for an 11-point town. And I mean, I guess he cut me off this way. So how much value and how important was it for the table to cut me off? I don't know. I was going to win distance scoring, it looks like. Like, if I build my stronghold over here, I win distance. And it also looks like I would have won or at least been tied for network with architects. So, I mean, both Fatty and Oren admittedly have more network points because I got cut off, so. I think we had to choose between towning and connecting, so arguably we're supposed to stronghold in the sanctuary town. Yeah, it turns out, again, I also made that argument, right? Like, it turns out I probably was supposed to just stronghold and save the sanctuary for the end. And just, I was supposed to just stronghold, and the stronghold action would have turned out pretty good. There's been a lot of trading posts on the board this whole game, and it would have saved me quite a few coins on digging, and it would have generated a lot of coins. So, like, a round 4 stronghold instead of a round 4 sanctuary, it means that I don't have air 1, and it means that I'm not taking Earth 1, so I'm losing quite a lot of favor points, though. I'm going really heavy economy, but maybe it works out? I don't know. You mean that we could get points for just having Stronghold and Sanctuary connected with one distance, since Fatty's Stronghold and Sanctuary are not connected. Why are they not connected? Oh, is Fatty not connecting? Fatty's connecting, right? Maybe Fatty's not connecting. Oh, wow, that's wild. Okay, I mean, how am I supposed to expect Fatty has chosen a line that doesn't connect him? I don't think that's all. I don't think I'm supposed to predict that either, but that is nuts. Like, why has Fatty chose a line that does not connect him? Oh, that's frustrating. This is further reason I wish Fatty didn't fight so hard down here. He had to pass on a coins action and other good things in order to achieve this. And now we're not even going to connect? Fatty buddy, why? Why you gotta be like this? So, I mean, Fatty's definitely not winning if he's not connecting. Like, this is just a clear, easy Matt win then, right? Or is Anup actually in this somehow because he's getting second on connected distance now? And Anup's actually probably taking second on network if Fatty's not connected. Wow, yeah, Anup might actually win this, but only because Fatty doesn't connect? That's wild. There's no way Fatty connects though, right? He takes a ship town, sure. He takes a ship town, but no way he actually connects. He doesn't have the resources to buy 2 shipping. And he can't make the distance any shorter. That's absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, this is crazy. Did Matt mess up his bridge? Doesn't it need to be C3, E3? Why does it need to be C3, E3? He hasn't used Stronghold action yet. Well, he hasn't used Stronghold action yet, but why would it need to be C3, E3 anyhow? I don't understand what the difference, like, what is different about C3 to E3 versus C1, E1? Oh, you meant this bridge. Sorry. He can move the bridge and then he has a town. I get what you're saying. Okay, sorry. Because his things count for towns. I thought he was just building a trading post. I was expecting. I forgot that his stupid bridges count. I thought he was manually building a trading post, but I see what you're saying. He's just gonna move the bridge over here and then score it. He has no neighbors for his trading post, actually. That's a little annoying for him, but not that big of a deal breaker. Just a little bit of an annoyance. Fatty settles for an 11-point town, absolutely accepting that he's not connecting any which way, which means I probably am supposed to take a ship town because it turns out I am getting network points. Fatty is totally ceding all network and post-game points, so that feels like a huge fail of a game plan. Doing all this stuff and failing to get 3 shipping is bad. He has b5 before towning. Oh, I see. b5's a neighbor because of the stupid bridge. Yeah, okay. He is. I see. Matt builds a trading post and then moves the bridge. All right, these fan factions are clever. Yeah. Yeah. Sneaky shenanigans all over the board. That's cool. Gets to move the bridge, make a town himself. Good times. I take a ship town here. Ship town's like the most points for me anyhow. And it turns out it's actually good since, yeah, ship town will connect me and give me network. I actually beat Orin on network anyhow, don't I? Wow, I still beat Anup on network here too because Anup absolutely refused to build dwellings. What has he been doing all round? Why is he not? Oh, he needed 3 ship to connect himself. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, cool. I get second on network even though I got cut off. Whee! I think if you're not going to connect, this is very dubious on me that Fatty was actually benefited then from trying to come down here and fight for this zone and cut me off. Because I think Fatty wishes I was taking more network points here than I am. Like, ultimately, I think we all lost from this fight, and Matt has won. But that's what happens sometimes when everybody fights. But yeah, I'm a bit mad that they all decided to go for lines that cut me off, and we all had to fight for room. I don't think choosing violence was actually good for a lot of us, but so be it. I'm not getting my last dwelling out, but I don't actually need it. Architects are clearly ahead of me on network, and everybody else is behind. So it will cost me 1 point on the pass tile, obviously, but I'm just building a trading post, and then I'm sending a couple priests to cults, I guess. I guess I can win fire if Anup hasn't already used his Orin thing. No, okay, Anup is winning fire. All right. Why not get our last dwelling out? Where do we put it, deranged? Where do we put it? How do we afford it? He probably miscalculated his resources, but so far that bottom town is pretty standard for this fan faction. I don't feel like this bottom town makes more sense than this town. How is this better than this? Until I get an answer that makes any inkling of sense, I don't see how this wasn't better for Wisps this game. But whatever. We need trading post. Neighbors are better for the South Town. Why does he need so many neighbors? He's gonna have 2 neighbors up here. I guess he has to build 1 expensive trading post, except no, he doesn't. He took fire too. Look at what he did. There's no reason that he can't be up here and have the exact same game, except actually he also gets a coins action. Also, to be fair, again, I could have double dug his hex and made us fight. It was a reasonable move for me to do so. So I'm going to go with he was in the wrong. I understand Matt wasn't there yet, but Matt was going to be there. Don't understand. I'm done with chat also. I agree Matt clearly hadn't actually shipped there yet. But whatever. We chose violence. Everybody chose violence. Violence was what was picked, and we've all lost for it. That's what I feel. Fatty had to throw away a coins action and then failed to connect because he didn't have enough coins. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with that was not good for anybody. I'm going with Anup managed to cut me off and then still take hardly any network points. I'm going to say we all lost. That's my opinion, and maybe it's just totally wrong, but that's what it feels like. All right. Well, this was a gross game, but I misplayed by clicking on the TM. I mean, look, that's kind of fair. Agricola is great. I should just be playing Agricola, and then I could yell at the violence in Agricola from whatever happening, but yeah. No, I mean, I'm happy to play Terra Mystica again and whatever. Terra Mystica has these rough edges. You can get aggressive. You can fight each other, and I lost this game. I got cut off. I could have done some other things to avoid it. I didn't. I tried to get greedy and then still get rewarded, and I was not rewarded. And instead, it looks like a bunch of us have failed to make our game plans, and it looks like Matt achieved his game plan, and he's gonna win. He's the only one that looks like he actually completed a coherent game plan. I think my game plan looks pretty coherent if I connect. If this doesn't get taken away from me, I think I'm fairly competitive. Admittedly, I didn't actually build the stronghold now, and so I would have had to afford the stronghold. And maybe that's awkward for me. I'm not sure. My game looks a little different, admittedly, if I'm forced down those lines. So who knows for sure? But I have weak cult points anyhow. Anup at least largely completed his cult points game, but he took Earth 1 and didn't connect. He does have decent Stronghold Sanctuary distance at least, right? Or is he just winning Stronghold Sanctuary? No, he's taking second on Stronghold Sanctuary at least because he cut me off. Anup still has a priest left and has coins left. Okay, I have no use for these priests though, right? Yeah, I can't actually build a dwelling. I can't actually advance ship. So it looks like the only... Oh no, I could fight wisps here. I guess I fight wisps here because Anup fights me on Earth. Oh, unless does Matt fight me on fire? Oh, gross. Well, I send the other priest to fire, I guess, is the answer. I send the other priest to fire. Yeah, I have to send this other priest to fire is actually what I have to do. Fatty didn't even need the southern hex. He could have taken H2 and taken the bridge to B3. That's true, deranged. You're right. He could have taken the coins action and then just expected to get a bridge still. I mean, admittedly, taking a coins action and then taking a bridge isn't particularly better than what he did. Although he had to take a single dig action and a hard dig, right? I don't even remember. Whatever. Whatever. It was pretty ugly. That's what it was. Alright, what did Matt do? Matt still has a priest left. Yeah, unfortunately I can't come up with a better answer for what Matt's doing with that priest. Well, advancing ship? No, he can't. Alright. Yeah, Matt has no better use for that priest, so I have to defend. Fatty does have 133 direct points, so I'll give him kudos for that. He made points, but then his post game is almost no cult points and literally no network or post game. So that feels not good. Oren still have a pretty good game, I guess, but Matt surely is winning, right? Matt's cults are basically Oren's, and he has better post game. All right. This last town wound up being too much to connect. Fatty's econ was actually fine. I agree. Fatty's econ was fine. If Fatty could connect, he'd be in a much better spot. I agree. Fatty's issue is he failed to connect, and I feel like he could have found a way to do that if he, but Fatty says his initial start spot was wrong. He says he should have strongholded B3. Okay, yeah, I agree with all this. He does say stronghold on B1. He agrees. Fatty agrees. He was supposed to stronghold B1, and we picked violence, and we all lose. Yay! Matt did get a 160 clear win. Anup does still get second, so kudos. Admittedly, if Anup doesn't cut me off, I actually win longest thing, and maybe Matt loses a couple points. I also have better network than Matt at the end. I guess I tie Matt on network maybe if they allow me to connect. Wow, he didn't expect a town in the south. Oh, Fatty forgot about extra scoring. Oh, okay. Anyhow, yeah, this was a really weird fan factions game for the start and a lot of other stuff. Really, really weird activity in a lot of ways. All everywhere. Again, I was supposed to make more of a beeline for these things to just bust through. I was not supposed to ever even take this hex, probably, or I needed to take this a lot later. Um, I'm pretty happy, I guess, with a lot of my other stuff here, though. To be honest, I'm a little more annoyed at my opponent's choices. I agree. Fatty's supposed to be up here and figure out a way to connect, but he forgot about the extra scoring, so he really didn't value connection enough. So I mean that happens, but that's a mistake. Anup, I think, has to do something different. I mean, he again takes second, so kudos, but it feels like a very fragile second that easily gets disrupted if Fatty connects. So anyhow, it was a fun, wild time. But yeah, Matt has been going hard on the fan factions. You agree he's #1 with them right now? Interesting to watch. Yeah, I mean Matt did very well with the architecture, right? I mean he adjusted well. He did a lot of clever stuff. We even thought he put his town in the wrong spot, but kind of he proved us wrong, right? He had an even farther look ahead than most of us, where he realized he would turn this into a town, move the bridge, causing a town here, and this would still be a remaining town once he moved it. Which I guess, to be fair, I don't know if it actually matters much. I guess if we had this and then moved it, it's identical. Yeah, actually, maybe it's overstating things that was more clever, but it was identical, so it didn't matter. He did some other really kind of cool stuff, and yeah, he just found a good navigating path. And the rest of us did not navigate this game properly. I did not navigate the hex pressure. I thought there was pressure over here that there wasn't. I did not anticipate the pressure down here. I never expected this hard of a fight. Fatty incorrectly missed that we had an extra final scoring, so wasn't paying attention to distance and failed to connect, which feels like a pretty big miss in this game plan. And Anup, I think, just has a pretty weak game plan here. Taking Earth 1 when you're running 8 structure Orin, and you don't take Earth 1 until... When did he take Earth 1? With his stronghold in round 4? I mean, this has got to be a terrible Earth 1. Like, that Earth 1 doesn't seem coherent, and like, you don't have great distance and you don't have a good network. I mean, only because people got cut off and because Fatty failed to connect does Anup have a second place here. Otherwise, I think Anup has a clear fourth. If Fatty connects and I connect, I don't think Anup has a strong enough game plan to actually compete. So Anup's entire game plan rests upon the fact that his opponents make mistakes and fail to connect and or let themselves get cut off. So Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, it does turn out that Anna probably was supposed to triple dig me and just take second, but I don't think he even is able to foresee that Fatty is going to cut him off, or like that Fatty is going to not connect. And if Fatty connects, Fatty clearly is just miles ahead of Anup also. Um, so interesting stuff, but Deep Finesse has been killing in bullet games with Architects. That's cool. If Anup just cuts me off instead of letting me triple dig, maybe he's way more competitive. Yeah, I mean, that part's true too, Deranged, right? Like, it was kind of crazy that Anup didn't just secure that goddamn hex. Like, Anup had to spend extra digs in order to fight for that spot. If he just freaking takes it like he's supposed to. But instead of just hard digging and taking it, he tried to get greedy also and got really punished when I thought he would not fight back. But again, these things happen. But yeah, definitely a bit of a frustrating one to watch. It's always frustrating when a bunch of players take suboptimal kind of things and all fight each other, and then the one guy that just stays out of the fray wins. And as one of the guys that didn't really initiate, I mean, I guess I triple dug this. I mean, to be fair, from Anup's point of view, if I don't just triple dig this, maybe Anup wins. Although even then, I don't think Anup wins if I just let him get away with this. But maybe. There's no way he wins though. Like what? Okay, so he gets 2 extra spades he didn't have to spend, which lets him build a few more dwellings. But a few more dwellings does not change Anup's fate here at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'm gonna go with we all chose violence and we all chose game plans that conflicted too much and let Matt get away with too much. But whatever, that happens. People make mistakes. Just a tough game for me, but that's all right. We're losing all of our elo, so we can gain it back easier once we actually get good again. Once we actually get good again. I did get 4 coins actions. That feels fun, at least. But, yeah, 109 coins collected. What a wackadoo number. What these factions are weird. These factions are weird. I got pretty average leech also, although I think I had to pay slightly more for it than Matt probably, but oh no, actually Matt paid even more to leech than I did. Never mind. Matt just did good things. Matt, made points. That's really the lesson. Matt made points. Um, Matt did great on everything, right? He did good on the rounds. He did good on favor tiles. He didn't do great on bonuses, but there wasn't that many bonuses. But then Matt did, won network, won the final scoring, did the best on cults. That's a lot of points right in there. So 56 endgame or 58 endgame or whatever. Yeah, it is very good. I mean, again, ultimately that's where my game plan failed, right? My game plan actually I think looks pretty fine here if I'm allowed to connect. If we assume that Orin don't take this on me, I do have to find time to build a stronghold, which is awkward, right? But let's just suppose that I actually afford the stronghold. I don't take fire 2. I 3 town anyhow. I'm not actually sure a heck of a lot changes, right? Because I don't get to send the priest to cults, but I turn those 2 priests into the 2 workers I'm missing. The stronghold actually costs about the same as a temple coin-wise because of the action I get back. And I don't need fire 2 if I build this dwelling, because this town is fine without fire 2, and then this town is fine with, well, it's fine as is. It's fine with stronghold also. So, assuming I don't get cut off by Anup there, he decides to do something else. Do I actually contest this game for the win? Like, I basically score 130 anyhow, but then I get 3 more points on network because I tie Matt for network in that scenario. I lose a couple pass points actually. So essentially that doesn't change, but Matt loses 3 for network. And then I gain 18 for connected structures because I have the furthest connected structures. Yes, I do have the furthest connected structures. So I gain 18, Matt loses 6. So I'm at like a 148, Matt's at like a 155. So Matt's still ahead. Oh, except wait, we said he lost 3 on network too. So he's at 152 to like my 148. I mean, that seems very nice. So even after all the nonsense for me, if Anup just decides differently, I'm remarkably close. Now, I mean, it turns out that if Anup decides differently, Anup is also losing his. Anup is losing. Anup is losing the 12 points on distance he got. He only gets 6. And then he doesn't make up that many points. I mean, he gets to dig other hexes. I think he can still make a town over here and build a couple more dwellings than he was able to, and he doesn't have to bridge. So he saves a lot of resources, but yeah, I guess I don't know if those resources make up enough points compared to the value of blocking me from Anup's point of view, unfortunately. But I do feel a bit better, I guess, about my overall play and game plan of if I actually was just slightly smarter or better or got slightly better breaks. If I actually connect to this game, I'm very competitive. So that that feels decent at least. I finished already. Am I playing more? No, not tonight. Am I removing retirement or just another one game and we can forget about this? I am not retired from Terra Mystica, no. I definitely come back. Lumen is the one that I think is essentially planning to retire. I don't think Lumen intends to come back. I was taking a break from Terra Mystica, but I never intended for it to be permanent. It just I was just like not that excited about playing Terra Mystica for a while, and I was very comfortable just stepping back. Um, and it was really good for me to just step back. I do it sometimes in various games and other hobbies and things in life. I think it's really refreshing to take a step away from stuff, especially when you start finding it not that fun or you're finding it too competitive, like you're being too competitive or whatever. Like I just wasn't having as much fun in Terra Mystica. I think I was pushing myself too much to, I don't know, try to win arena or get the #1 rating. And once you worry too much about rating and results instead of just having fun playing games, that's a bad spot to be in. So, I mean, I just took a big break, right? I was playing a bunch through February and March, and then I just stopped. But that like nearly 6 month break has been great for me. I've done other things and now I'm actually back and excited about playing Terra Mystica again. So I absolutely plan to continue playing Terra Mystica here and there. I'm going to be streaming some Terra Mystica. I'm not quite sure the exact split with Agricola because I'm still not actually tired of Agricola, nor am I feeling the need to take a step back from Agricola, but I intend to play both going forward quite a bit. Um, I don't know exactly what formats and stuff. Like, I don't anticipate trying to play Arena particularly competitively, but I like base maps, so I might just play some Arena games. But again, I think the main thing in Terra Mystica is that I I've achieved enough of what I wanted to in Terra Mystica, and the remaining stuff turns out that it's not going to bring me joy. Try to compete for TM Tour and getting a TM Tour champion. I wish I could put that on my resume or whatever, my Terra Mystica achievements, but I don't think that's realistic. And then winning an arena season would also be cool, but I've accepted at this point I don't play enough games, nor do I quite have the focus, stamina, etc. to play at an elite enough level to have the best shot at winning an arena season. It's not that I don't think I could win an arena season, but I do think I'd have to be slightly lucky, and I think I'd have to play way more games than I do. So I don't think that's a realistic goal. So yeah, I think I have my point is I think for a little while I was kind of too focused on some remaining like results focused thinking for Terra Mystica, and I was trying too hard for those. And taking a step away from it all, and now just enjoying the game and planning to just play some more high level games, just play games for fun over here, is good. So we'll see how well we do. But yeah. Anyhow, back to chat because I got very distracted there. You overbid prospectors once. You thought they got extra score in the dig round. Yeah, that happens. But you did enjoy the haul. My game plan wasn't so bad debrief here. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad for that. And also, like again, I think it is important to try to take a step back and like analyze your games, right? Like, so again, this is where results oriented thinking is like can be problematic too. Like I got a fourth here, right? So then it's like, oh, did I make a lot of mistakes? Did I screw up? Was the entire game plan bad? And I think the answer is no here, right? I don't think the entire game plan was bad. I definitely misread some pressure on hexes. One of the biggest problems as I've said repeatedly, is one of my mistakes was I dug that hex to try to eke out some leech, but I should have just been digging to connect even earlier this game, so I had better tempo. I regret that. I don't even think the temp ship turns out to be wrong in hindsight. I think that was fine. Again, the problem is that I had a dwelling on whatever that hex is. I'm not going to pull it up, but instead of having the hex on top, I should have had the hex next to what later became the sanctuary, and that way I would have had better tempo on just double digging a hex for connection, and not having to like. I wouldn't have an extra dwelling in that town either. Not having the extra dwelling in that town turns out to be pretty helpful, for securing my other town space. And so, yeah, I think it just turns out those small mistakes. And then, again, also bad breaks. Fatty chose to come and do some kind of violent fighting. Anup also chose to kind of fight hard for a town space where he probably could have just tried to get one somewhere else for cheaper. Both of them have slightly weaker neighbors, so I grant that that's, a little bit of an issue, but yikes, the intense fight for hexes there cost us all a lot. Fatty couldn't take a coins action, and then ultimately failed to connect for lack of about 3 to 4 coins, right? Like, Anup winds up. I do decide to try to fight because ultimately I think I was correct to try to triple dig. I don't if I don't triple dig and I just accept that I get cut off, I have 12 more coins for my game. It means I can take an 11-point town instead of a coin town. But like I clearly don't make up enough points to even exit 4th place here. So the only way for me to contest that game was to try to punch through. So with Anup not digging, I think it was correct for me to try to triple dig after taking the coins action. We could argue that the correct move was to double dig and hope Fatty doesn't fight me for that hex. I have no clue what Fatty does. But it's not clear to me that Fatty doesn't try to just kick that hex back. And again, we're both really freaking sad if that's what happens, but I thought Anup would not fight that hex, but he did, so. Anyhow, yes, I agree. I think it's useful to try to like really focus on that stuff. I mean, it's a lot of what I did in my WBC recap too, because my WBC was rough in terms of breaks. I certainly have some moves I wish I could get back at WBC. I did not play in some of the games as well as I wish, but some of the games I think I played very well and just got bad breaks. St. Petersburg, I don't think I played that wrong. But in hindsight, like I had to do the analysis. Like I took a gamble in round 2 on reserving a card that I couldn't guaranteed play in round 3. But like 85% of the time, round 3 goes well enough for me, and I think I might win the game if that happens. So, taking a small risk in a semifinal table with a bunch of strong players where you get rewarded 85% of the time, it's the right decision, right? Like it's not the wrong choice. It's just the wrong flip. It's the wrong result, but it happens. You got to just play and move on. But yeah, it's a little hard to move on at times. But that's where we're at. Anyhow, I've been blabbing a lot. I've been streaming a bunch. It's been fun. But I am going to head off and do other things tonight. I don't have a lot of plans for tomorrow. I might try to reach out to some friends and see if I can play some games in real life. But I might stream some tomorrow. Probably will be Agricola. But hey, we might play one Terra Mystica and see if we can actually do better in Terra Mystica. Because my real life Terra Mystica WBC also did not go well. I played a random fan factions game also at WBC, and I think I also took last in that. I played Time Travelers on Fjords. It didn't go great. Partly because we gave Fatty's Enlightened way too much leech, and he just destroyed us. So that was a good time. And then we played base map. It was like quasi bullet. We were playing pretty fast, not crazy fast. What's the different, like what's the zone between blitz and normal speed? Like chess has classical, blitz, and rapid. We were playing rapid TM. That's what we were doing. Anyhow, though, I totally bid cultist expecting me to get leech and for us not to feed Darklings enough leech to build a sanctuary in round 1. And then we totally denied cultist leech early and instead gave Darklings enough leech to sanctuary round 1. Darklings win. I take 4th. It was gross, but look, I'm a bit rusty at TM. These things happen, so Rapid, yes, thank you guys. Yeah, I obviously got there, but yes, rapid was the word I was looking for. But yeah, you did try to count at that point. You didn't think I would make up the points. Yeah, again, ultimately, after doing more analysis, it turns out that I was supposed to triple dig because it was my only way to like compete, and then it turns out you're probably also supposed to triple dig because it's like you can't get first in your position, and you already are playing for second, and so cutting me off is probably your best chance for second. So it's unfortunate we all kill each other. It turns out that again, your mistake was you got greedy trying to advance ship and then double dig. You're supposed to just take that hex and cut me off first move, and then everything's cleaner. But instead, you had to make it tough on me, make me think, that you might do other things if I force you to do other things. But no, we both got punished there. But anyhow, you're always in favor of denying cultists. I mean, I'm mostly in favor of denying cultists too, George. It's just like when the auction is happening and cultists are getting bid the most, it's kind of NerdCube's argument. Like it feels like I'm bidding on cultists expecting this to happen. And if we were actually going to feed Darklings all the leech and give them a round one sanctuary, we needed to bid Darklings a lot more. So before we take Witches and Giants, we need to bid Darklings more if that's what Witches and Giants are going to do. But again, those games are awkward, so whatever. How's my chess going? My chess is not going very well. It's not going poorly, but I mostly have like figured out how to play faster nowadays. So I've been playing some 3-minute games, but 3-minute games don't teach you how to play better, right? You're not sitting there and actually thinking through scenarios enough. You're really kind of just executing what you already know. So I'm certainly not improving. I need to go back to 10-minute games if I'm going to improve, but I just don't know if I care that much. Chess has an infinite distance for me to cover. I find it kind of fun, but I think I'm already getting to the point of being a little too like, what's the point? I'm not winning anything here. I'm not sure I totally enjoy it compared to playing other games. So, we'll see. The only thing I do like about chess is mostly what I've been doing instead of just playing shit tons of Can't Stop and Yahtzee during my downtimes. But I might just go back to some other fast games during my downtime. The weird thing about strong factions like Cultists Darklings is that you can bid them down by 20, but then if you still give them what they want, they can still win the game by 20. Yeah, I mean that part's a little true too, Deranged. That's part of what was so tough about that bidding is like that game, either Cultist or Darklings could have had like a particularly explosive game, and you don't really know what it's gonna be, and so it's hard to bid. So whatever. You're trying to fight the meta, George. Well, that's cool. Again, I've decided that I should just sit out a TM tour, but I would be mildly interested in joining you and trying to push the meta, but I think I've decided that I'm officially retired from TM tour. I think playing that long of async games and trying to be too focused on results and moving back up is not for me anymore. But good luck to you, those of you that still compete. It's obviously like a crazy tough competition still and a really cool tournament. So. But anyhow, again, I've somehow blabbed another 5 or 10 minutes here already after saying I should wrap this up. So I really am going to head off and do things in real life and whatever. I thank you all for hanging out and stuff, though. I'm glad that we got a TM stream. It's been good to have chats and see some people in chat I don't see as much when I'm streaming Agricola. We're going to be doing some more Terra Mystica going forward here and there. We'll definitely still be doing Agricola. Still might do some other streams on the side. I still owe Gonzo Lord of the Rings stream. I do want to do that. Got to figure that one out and schedule that with him. But yeah, it'll be good times. I probably will stream some tomorrow, but no promises for sure. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of plans, and I have a long time. So otherwise, thanks much, Lumen, for the raid. And otherwise, yeah. War of the Ring. If I said War of the Ring, sorry, that was the wrong thing. Lord of the Rings, the card game, is what Gonzo requested. I play a decent bit of it solo, although I haven't played a ton lately. But I think it's a pretty cool solo game, and it's interesting. So anyhow, yeah, we'll stream some of it. There's this cool dragon card site that I have to actually practice with a little again. I practiced like a month ago, but then I wound up moving in WBC and I don't remember much. And also now it's not loading, so that's slightly concerning. But oh, there it is. Anyhow, yes, Lord of the Rings, the card game. Now streaming a War of the Ring would also be kind of interesting. But I haven't used that client in forever. But some year I do want to actually play more War of the Ring and possibly play that at WBC. I think it's a pretty cool game, but it's just like using other software can be really annoying. Um, Anyhow, yeah, so it's Lord of the Rings, the card game. It's Fantasy Flight's LCG. They actually started like reprinting some of it lately, which is I think why Gonzo started getting into it. It came before Arkham Horror, the card game. It came before Marvel Champions, but it's very much in those same veins. You pick heroes from Lord of the Rings. You know have a bunch of cards that do. The reason that I don't love it is because it's one of those games where the entire card game is just reading shit tons of text on cards. But for a solo game, I put up with it a bit more because it creates a lot of varied and interesting scenarios that you can play a ton of times. I would not be putting up with it as much in a multiplayer game because yikes, trying to figure out all the rules and interactions and stuff quickly gets nightmarish. Even streaming it's going to be a little annoying because I'm going to have to try to like read through every card to explain what they're doing, and keeping track of the game state can be kind of nightmarish. But we're going to try it. But yeah. War of the Ring is amazing. Haven't played in a couple years. Yeah, that's both War of the Ring and Star Wars Rebellion. I really like a lot, but I don't always play them much. But yeah, I wish I played them a little more. Although again, I wish there was like an easier way to play either of them online. But alas. Anyhow, blabbing too much about too many games, and I enjoy this. Obviously, I can blab too much, but I do have things to get to tonight, and I should be heading off. And my dog is even, might have heard him whimpering at me. So we're going to do that, but I definitely will be back. It's awesome to be streaming. It's awesome to have all you guys kind of chat and hang out. And I'm glad to be excited about some Terra Mystic again. So I'll see you all around. Later.